Welcome to the third part of this video, which is the process of RDT, that means recombinant DNA technology. In our previous video, we studied about how to make an organism competent and how to make recombinant DNA. So now in this video, we are going to study how to extract the desired product from that organism or that bacteria. For this purpose, we going to study downstreaming process and upstream process and fermentation and fermenter or bioreactors. So if you want to know all this information, you have to watch this video completely, and the link of our previous videos you will get in description box, or you can go to I button and watch that videos too if you haven't watched that videos. Process of RDT, which is culturing the host cell in a nutrient medium at a large scale for obtaining the foreign gene product. So we have already made an modified organism. Now it's time to get the desired product from that organism. For this purpose, we culture the host organism in a large scale to get our product in a large amount. Now an important point is comes which is related with RDT, that means recombinant protein. So maybe a question can become in exams too, that is what is recombinant protein. So you have to study this, that is protein encoding genes expressed in heterologous host. That means if a protein encoding gene is inserted in heterologous host and that produce that protein, so this protein is called recombinant protein, and the best example of this protein is human insulin protein, which is formed by E. coli. Now we are going to make a flowchart of process of RDT, in which you will understand how RDT process is actually performed in practical world. So the first step comes is the screening. Screening means finding the best organism for the job. To get our desired product, we have to find the best organism that can produce that. The second step comes is the possible genetic engineering. We have already discussed many genetic engineering, how to make an organism competent and recombinant DNA, everything we have already discussed in our previous videos. So you can go and watch that if you don't know about that. So the third step comes is the laboratory scale. So we have modified an organism to produce that product. So we test this organism in laboratory scale. If this test is good, then we proceed or we use this organism for the large scale production, in which we use pilot plant, in which we use fermenters. Fermenters are large containers that can be 100 to 1000 liter containers, in which air, medium, nutrient medium and process controlling steps are related with this fermenter. We are going to study next further in this video. And after this, separation occurs. That means now we have already made an organism is a large amount. Now we have to get this product from that fermenter. So separation process occurs, in which cell or biomass is separated and the liquid produced by cells are separated. The desired product can be present in biomass or can be present in liquid, that means side product. So isolation and purification occur of the desired product, and then marketing occurs. That means now we have to sell that product too. For this purpose, packaging, storaging and marketing occurs, and from separation to the formulation and marketing, this complete step is called downstreaming process. After fermentation, all the process are downstream process. Now we have understand the flowchart of RDT, and now we have to going to study the fermentation. That means how a organism is cultivated in large amount. We use for this purpose fermenters. Fermenters are 100 to 1000 liter capacities, and fermenters also contain blades for aeration. The important point related with this fermentation is that it provides optimum it provides optimum condition for growth of the cells, that is temperature, pH, substrate, salt, vitamins and oxygen. So all these conditions are provided by fermenters. And also sterile condition is maintained to avoid bacterial contamination. So fermenters are big containers which can be 100 to 1000 liter capacity that provide optimum condition for the growth of cells. And the third is sterile condition provide. And the common fermenters used are stirring type fermenters, that means where aeration of the material is occur always, that means oxygen is provided. Now we are going to study the types of fermenters, that means two types of fermentations occurs. First is batch fermentation. Batch fermentation is also called closed fermentation because in batch fermentation, once the fermentation started, no other activity occur on the fermenter. That means we not add a fresh medium, nothing extra added to that fermenter. When the process completes in the batch fermenter, the complete medium is taken out, separated and desired product is get, and the new fermenter is again ready for the new medium. And the second type is continuous culture, that means open system. In this fermentation, fresh medium is added to the fermenter and from other side used medium is drained out. In this continuous culturing, the cells are in their physiological log phase or exponential phase that can produce a large amount of desired product which is useful for us. And now the eighth step comes is the extraction of the desired product. This is the downstreaming process we have already discussed. Now fermentation, which is the last step of that seventh process, and this is the eighth step, which is extraction of desired product. For this purpose we use downstreaming process. After fermentation all steps are downstreaming process which I have already told you. And now the product, to get the product which can be present in cell or biomass and which can be present in liquid. Now purification occurs of the product, packaging occurs and marketing occurs. So this is the complete process of RDT. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel, will be incredible.